Here we go. No one here ever wants to get stuck on the side of the road, especially due to a flat tire. It would be a great luxury to have roadside assistance come and help us, but it's better to know how to do it yourself, just in case. In my demonstration speech, I will inform you of some common causes of flat tire, and I will also give you an idea of what to do once you acknowledge that you have gained a flat tire. The first step in repairing a flat tire is knowing what happened. There are four main common ways, and vandalism is one of them, but it really isn't going to happen when you're driving on the side of the road. But blowouts is a common one. It ruins the entire tire, and it happens completely unexpectedly. Usually it happens when you hit a curb or a pothole or anything on the side, anything that runs on the road. You get the valve stem problems, which cause air leaks. The air leaks develop as a result of corrosion or damage corrupting the seal between the wheel and the stem. And then there's your most common flat tire, which is a small puncture in the tire is caused by a sharp object such as a screw, nail, or broken glass. Once you've found the cause of your tire, it will later help you know what you will have to do with it. Actions to take once you've become aware of a flat tire. First, you're going to want to try and pull over as far into the shoulder of the road as you can while still remaining on the road, because it's very important that you don't go off it onto the gravel, because it's key to be on a flat surface and a stable one, so no hills or no grass or gravel like that. Be sure to pull over and then put on once you've pulled over, it's key to turn on your emergency brake so the car remains more stable or stationary. And before you get out, you're going to want to turn your flashers on so you're wearing all the drivers that you're stuck on the side of the road. Once you have gotten out of your vehicle and it's all stationed, you're going to have to check and look for your spare tires or your car jacks, such as this. I do not have a spare tire down here with me. It's too cold to go grabbing all that stuff. Car manufacturers place essential tools such as spare tires and the car jack and the tire iron under the floor of the trunk. So that's most cars, Jeeps. I know the tires on the back and the outside, but they probably have it under a trunk. In my Dodge, I have this stored under my seat, along with the car jack as well. So you want to check to make sure you have all these tools and make sure the tire is good so you can drive, because there will be no reason to change a flat tire to another flat tire. You're just going to waste your time. Okay, so the first thing to do is you're going to want to raise your jack up to support the vehicle but not lift it. For most modern cars, there's a small notch or mark just behind the front wheel or the back wheel where the jack is intended to be placed. For most trucks or older cars, they have a frame. Look to place the jack at one of the beams on the frame just behind the front of the tire or rear tire. If you're unsure on the right place, just go to your car manual and it should show you. Because if you don't put this in the right spot, then the vehicle could slip off, and if you have a limb by it, you could get crushed, and just something that you don't want to do. So it's very important to put that in the right place. So you want to lift it to where it's holding the vehicle stable, but not lifting the vehicle. You're supporting it. Prior to jacking the vehicle, you must break the resistance of the lug nuts. So you will take a device similar, not so much like this, but this one, put through like this, and you're going to strip it. You're gonna strip each one just to where that it's able to be loosened. And the reason you do it now is because the tire is still on the ground, so it's not spinning around, opposed if you jacked it up already. So once you have broken the resistance of the lug nuts, turn them counterclockwise, you will crank the jack slowly to lift the tire off the ground. You need to lift it high enough to remove the flat tire and replace it when you put the spare on. After being lifted, you will completely unscrew the lug nuts. Usually you could do it just with your hands since you've stripped it already. Be sure to place your lug nuts in a good spot because you're going to need them to put the other vehicle on. Otherwise, if you lose those, you're going to get picked up. You're not going anywhere. Then you're going to want to bring your spare tire to somewhere, probably in the back of your vehicle, and your flat tire to the back of the vehicle, grab your spare tire, bring it over, you're going to put it back on, you're going to screw your lug nuts back on with your fingers, and then you're going to want to screw them on until it's snug, then using your wrench, tighten each lug nut till it's firm, but not like completely as far as it can go, and then from there, you're going to want to lower the jack back down so it's onto the ground, and then from there you're gonna completely tighten the tire back on as firm as you can. But when you're doing that, you actually want to make sure you do it in a star-shaped pattern. If I had my PowerPoint, I could show you, which I cannot right now, but it's star-shaped, so it's there, 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 there. Alright, once you have picked everything up, you are now free to get back on the road and enjoy driving. Hopefully you don't have another flat tire. Thank you.